Hello, thank you for tuning in for this section of reads. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. This is on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca. I just want to put that out there just in case you're seeing it somewhere else. This is where you should be seeing it. I'm going to put the information for the decks and dice, all that below. Of course, if you would like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and let's go ahead and get into the reading you chose. Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Libra? This is interesting. So, if this reading is going to be hitting, the situation is already going through a rough spot. And I feel like it's because somebody told you a lie or somebody lied about something. If it's hitting, I feel like that's already happened. It's weird because sometimes readings start off rough and I'm like, ooh. I get that if this is happening, it's already happening. You watching this reading has nothing to do with that. But finding a brighter day from this situation is what's needed. It's kind of like it probably feels pretty heavy if it's happening already. I'm very upset with what's going on, whatever's happening. Somebody lied. I feel like somebody just flat out lied or something. And I'm trying to figure out, what do I need to do to make this right? And currently, the energy is not working in my favor, and I feel like I'm worried that this isn't going to correct for quite a while, if ever. And it's really bothering me. Is there some more flavor I could give for Libra? Again, if it's there, it's already happening. Things are stuck. And when I say they're stuck, it's not like things aren't moving, because things are happening very fast, but there's certain things that are wrong. The things that are wrong, that's what's stuck. It's kind of like, you know, for example, I can't have aspartame because it triggers migraines for me. But it's constantly like, I'm constantly getting food, I'm constantly getting things to eat, but there's always aspartame in it. It's kind of like, I'm not supposed to have that. I can't have that. So you're giving me things to consume, but I can't have that because it's going to give me a migraine, and that's not okay. So it's kind of like, this is how this situation keeps going. It's like constantly getting things that you shouldn't be having. Things are constantly there. It's kind of like people saying, yeah, but it's there. You got stuff to eat. Yeah, but I can't eat that. You don't understand. I can't eat that because it's going to make my life hell. I can't have that. That's how this feels. It's constantly wrong, but like other people around it seem to be, they don't want to deal with it, or they don't want to recognize that there's a problem. And I feel like you have done your due diligence, but they're kind of like, no, Libra, that doesn't really happen, Libra. Libra, no. I just feel like people are like not going with you on this. So where is this going is a great question. I feel like I already talked about this, but it's heavy. This might... I don't know. I didn't... There's no way I said this. This video hasn't been that long, but this is something where, as harsh as it sounds, the way it's going to balance out is not by being balanced out. Some people have to have that harsh lesson. This might be one of those things, it really makes me uncomfortable to say this, but it's one of those things where, you know, somebody doesn't want to wear a seatbelt. Life is going to give them a really harsh lesson why that was a bad choice. I'm not saying it's fair, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I've seen this happen with people where they get warned multiple times, like, you should be wearing your seatbelt. No, I'll never get it. No. And then for the rest of their life, they never forget. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just saying that's what I feel going on here. And they're kind of like, these whatever's going on here, people should be learning and they don't. Sometimes people go along with things thinking, well, it may be difficult for you, Libra, but I'm okay. I'm protected. Yeah, well, we'll see. It's kind of like when people align with a dishonorable person, and they're like, well, they won't be dishonorable to me. They don't like you, so they're mean to you, and they do nasty things to you. But I do nice things for them. I look out for them, so they'll never be nasty to me. Oh yeah, good luck with that, because sooner or later, it's just when your turn comes up. So only lasts that long until something better serves them, and then they'll do to you what they do to everybody else. But good luck, because I feel like that's what's going on here. Some people have to learn that harsh lesson. This one is harsh. I feel like things can be okay for you, realizing you will get through this. Whatever this is, you are meant to survive. Your gifts, I feel like what they're saying is your gifts aren't going to be activated right now. You might be in this situation so that you know the history of it, because later your energy does come in. Later. It's one of those things, like, as a reader anyway, it's kind of like, they're not all going to be fun reads. Sometimes you just got to say what's there. You just got to say what's happening. And hopefully it gives some type of hope. That's what I hope for anyway. Some type of empowerment, some type of hope. Because if this is happening, then it's just happening. And it's more about you seeing it play out, you knowing the ins and outs, you knowing all these little pieces. So that way when it's time to fix it, when it's time to put it the way it should have been, then you know exactly, like, well, this was going on down there and that, and this is why that happened, and this is who did that, and this is why that person made that decision. Knowing all these different facets, you make a very, very strong future from this. Because they're saying the moment's going to come in soon where a harsh energy comes in. Ironically, this is not the moment where your strengths come in. They're trying to kind of give you a heads up. There's an energy coming in that's going to be very harsh. And I'm getting it's harsh. It's the King of Wands. The King of Wands isn't always, it's what I see connected with it, quite frankly. Yeah, they know half of what's going on here. They know half of what's going on here. I don't know what to say about this. It feels like it's going to be a very brutal way of finding out the truth. I don't think you're going to like this. I don't think this is your flavor. I feel like they're trying to give you a heads up about this. Libra, in my opinion, is usually diplomatic. They tend to be very nice people, in my opinion. And they don't really get into conflict. They'll work things out. They'll help people work things out. But they're more diplomatic. They're like, we don't have to be screaming at each other to work things out. Let's just try to figure out what actually needs to happen. These are the ones that I know. I know there's a lot of different flavors of Libra. Once in a while, you do have a combative Libra. It just seems rare to me. When this energy comes in, just be yourself. Just do what you have to do. This energy, this harsh energy coming in is going to be looking to find out the truth. They don't know everything, but they're looking to find the truth. They're looking to figure everything out. And I don't think they're going to be very pleasant about doing that. And I feel like they're just trying to give you a heads up that that's coming. And if you realize that that's not going to be a pleasant energy, like, I feel like if you stand back and just watch it play out for a minute, I think that's all it's going to take. And you'll see how this energy interacts with other people. You can get your ducks in a row, and it doesn't have to be that big of a deal for you. I don't think you're going to like it. I think it's going to make you uncomfortable. But I feel like once you see how it works and what it wants, whoever this is, you'll get your ducks in a row. Here's what you want. Here's what, here you go. This is what you need. This is the truth. This is what's going on here. This is the proof behind it. It's going to be one of those energies that I think wants the proof too, just to be careful. They're saying be careful with that energy. Don't try to empower that energy. Just give it what it wants. Nothing more, nothing less. That's the idea. Take it with a grain of salt. It's just an idea, because I'm getting if you do it that way, it doesn't have to be that stressful. It does seem like it is, but if I just kind of like, I step back, all right, that's what it wants, that's how it acts, it's just gonna be, it's not, I don't feel like it's very nice. I just keep getting that energy, like it's not very nice. And I just kind of like give it what it wants, no more, no less. And I just don't try not to make friends with it, is what I'm getting, because I feel like that's gonna snap me in the face. I just feel like it's gonna snap right back at me. Do what you think is right, of course. It's a general read. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm getting like, just give it what it wants, no more, no less, and stay out of its way. It'll pass. After it passes, I don't know what's going on here because I don't think it's permanent. It doesn't feel permanent. But once it clears house, it's kind of going to clean house, quite frankly. I feel like that's when your moment comes in. Just hoping nobody knocks on my door again. I'm like, yeah. Okay. That's when your moment is going to come in. After that, don't get caught up in the gender, but like Queen of Cups, Empress energy, you're going to have to be very careful when you get into it. But I feel like that's when, after house has been clean, like this energy is going to clean house. After it moves on, people are going to be much more in the air of, we don't want that to happen again. You know, we don't want to have that problem again. That's where you're going to have, people aren't going to be very cheerful. I don't know if the word, it says bittersweet, but I feel like there's more. Like bittersweet is kind of like, I don't know, there's more to it. Like, I don't feel like they're going to want to work with you, but they will because they're going to want to not have to deal with that again. It's a weird energy. And I feel like, especially if you were able to stand back and not be in the middle of it, I feel like people are going to be like, all right, well, Libra got through it fairly well. Let's see what Libra has to say. Because they didn't give Libra as much of a hard time as it did some other people. So what did Libra do that made it different? I just feel like, I don't want to, I hope this doesn't sound bad, but I feel like people aren't as nice to you as they should be, but they are taking you seriously. But I just feel like they're not as like appreciative. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't feel like they're appreciating your input. I don't think they're appreciative as much as they should be, but they are listening and they are working with you. I just don't feel like the appreciation level is there like I would like to see it. Because I do see this here, like they're working with you because they're realizing, well, that was a bad idea and we don't want to do that again. And they're feeling trapped and you're helping them not feel trapped. Whatever this situation is, hopefully it's a work situation if it is working out in your life. Whatever it is, I don't feel like people are very appreciative of you. I don't really know that that's going to change. I don't know. I feel like that's always been the case with this situation, and I don't feel that part really changing. Them listening and them working with you is because they feel like they have to, which, if you see it for what it is, I feel like you can use this and realize, as long as I have proof, as long as I have backing, I keep these people where I need them to. I'm not going to get any type of grace period. I'm not going to get any movement on faith. I just always have to have the proof. I always have to show, like, this was the right move and this is why. This is the right move and this is why. And I constantly have to do it that way, and things work out in your favor. Take it with a grain of salt. This is a general reading, of course. Entertainment value. Entertainment. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. You know how that goes. I just don't want to give like some false feeling like people are going to be nicer to you than they actually will be. Again, I don't feel like they have anywhere near the gratitude they should, because you really are helping people. You're really doing a lot of good here. But this is something you're also very invested in, so there's a reason you're moving forward with it anyway. Like, there's other benefits you'll get from it, of course. If you see people for who they are and how they're actually handling it and why they're doing what they're doing, I feel like you can go a lot farther with that. So hopefully, if this reading is hitting, of course, that's helpful. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.